Alright, before we get this episode started, after you watch this, if you enjoy it, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and my channel. A big thank you to you for that. Now, here's this week's episode. Musky memories. Oh, I've caught a few monster muskies over the years, like my 48-inch plus out of my home waters, and my personal best, a 52-inch Canadian monster muskie from the Cedar Lake system in Ontario. But this video is not necessarily about our big muskies. It's a flashback to the years 2000 through 2003, and more specifically, our fall muskie hunts during those years, because that time frame has special memories for me, as I finally became a lake cabin owner in the heart of Wisconsin muskie country in April of the year 2000. Now, I have memories of catching my first muskie out of my home lake. So come on back with me on a time travel journey to October of the year 2000. This was not a monster muskie, nor was it an average size muskie. It actually was a little on the small side, but nonetheless, it's a memory I keep as I caught my first muskie out of our newly purchased lake cabin's home waters. Okay, now let's work on getting her out. First muskie. This ain't gonna. I need the jaw spreaders. I got her pretty bad. Make sure we get her out. Well, there she is. First muskie on a pig, just like Steven. Nice little fat one too. Measure her real quick and get her released. What do we got here? She's only 27 inches. Fat little fish though. Yeah, we're gonna get her released now. But there she is. That feels good. Rolly and Helen's for a catch and release patch. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Whew. I had one hook in her right through the upper mouth. 27 inches. It's 20 feet out there. And as you come into the bay here, it's about 20 feet, and it shallows up in here. So I used the shallow raider in a little deeper water. And when I got in here along the bay, inside more along the shoreline, I went to the pig, perch color pig, or walleye perch type color pig, and had it been third cast, boom, she come up and nailed it. The pig works on these waters. 3 muskies, all on pigs. Steven with 2, me with 1. Okay, I'm going to shut off the camera, get the gear cleaned up. Let's go get another one. Just to the left of this tree. And before that tree, right in between there, I was casting that shoreline and drawing it back. Had to been maybe 7 feet of water. That's where I nailed mine.
And you know, here it is, bright sun against that shoreline. You wouldn't think the fish would be there. Again, unconventional, something different. Normally wouldn't fish that shoreline with the sun up like that in the shallow water, but the fish are there.
I was lucky to land that muskie on a calm, warm day, but it wouldn't take long for the weather to turn nasty. 1 minute, it's sunny, and the next, it's windy with black-gray clouds and a hail-snow mixture.
Look at this, come down. Wow. And that doesn't look like it's going to let up at all. Stephen and Craig are on Lake Tomahawk. I don't know exactly where they are. But, geez, weather conditions are just unbelievable. It was just sunny and warm. The sun broke through, it felt nice and warm, although it's still cold. And now it's really windy. Look at the snow, it's going sideways. It is really windy. Look at the snow. It really came down for a while there. It was snowing pretty heavy. They're talking Upper Michigan got 8 inches, I guess, some type of lake effect snowstorm. We're right on the edge of it. So tonight we could get dumped with a couple inches possibly.
Before the RO360 crew even sat down for our big muskie breakfast, which is tradition during our hunts, my nephew Stephen was pitching muskie baits off the snow-covered dock. His early signs of the disease known as muskiitis was setting in at an early age.
Looks like we got about 3 inches of snow, 2 to 3 inches over the night. Mike was out, he shoveled the dock off this morning. You can see the snow on the boat. It's supposed to snow today yet, a little bit, snow flurries. But you can see the snow.
Now, my son Mike and his friend Kurt arrived late last night during the snowstorm for a weekend muskie hunt. And even though snow was predicted for today, it's not going to keep us off the water.
You just missed the hail.
One foul today, that's it.
Some of my fondest fall muskie memories during our first year at the lake cabin was, of course, my first muskie out of our home waters. The crazy weather conditions we faced that year.
So it's pretty windy out here. Cold. Well, we're going to give it a shot, but I had to show you. We're out here in the snow. I had to show you this now. It's hailing. I don't know if you can hear it hitting the windscreen. Not bad, but it is hailing out here.
Watching my nephew Stephen develop his passion for muskie hunting and all the fun and camaraderie with the RO360 crew. But probably my best muskie memory of that first season was how the fall muskie hunt ended. The last day was brutally cold and windy, but patience, persistence, and determination by my brother-in-law Craig and our buddy Dan paid off big time.
Oh, she's out the net.
I just brought a line in. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now how do I zoom it back?
The fingers where you started it?
Yeah.
That's zoom. Backward zooms out, forward zooms in.
Man,
all right.
Okay. 40, what do we say it was, 43?
43.
20 inch?
43 inches. Show the point. Right there's the point where we got
There's
her.
the point.
Right there's the point. Dan came to hit her, and then I got through.
What time?
Her in the water.
Okay. get her in.
Get that scale quick or not?
No, I couldn't find it.
Okay.
She'd been out too long.
Yeah. All right, 43 inches going back.
Boy, she's heavy.
Going back. Oh, is she ever heavy?
I had her on first. I thought I had a rock. I thought I snagged.
Swimming. I think she's swimming away already. I hope she is. Down,
boy, this was a comedy of errors.
Talk about being excited. Just listen to Dan and Craig's following descriptions of this event.
She's down.
There's the point.
Oh.
Swing around, and there's Leon's Bay. First cabin.
So.
What time is it?
It's 10:20 now.
Okay, so it's about 10:05. And what time did I have the hit, did I say? 9:45?
9:45.
Yeah.
Fished the shoreline. We went down.
We were in there.
Shoreline.
How far out? We were about 100, 125 feet out.
Yeah.
Threw in, and I had it. I thought I was snagged. It didn't move. Just pulled the drag out, and then all of a sudden there it was. And just pulling my drag out, and then all of a sudden shook it off. So we went on down. Nothing. We came back up, motored back up, got in here. And in fact, we had the motor out. The wind blew us in. We had just motored out, and Craig, I think that was your first throw.
Cast after we
First throw out. After motoring back out because of the wind, and wham, he says, I got it. And it's a big one. Him too.
Leon.
Just pulling that drag and pulling that drag.
Leon.
I grabbed the net, and I couldn't get the damn handle. It just stuck. But that's all right, because he had a hard time getting it up to the side of the boat.
Get it close up.
Yeah.
That's what I got her on, Leah. There you go. And you know what? It's a sweet experience, but that makes it even sweeter.
It's cold out here.
Oh, my hands are just bitter.
Well, okay, we're going to end this tape, because otherwise we're going to freeze to death here.
Yeah. Let's leave the boat in shambles. My hands are numb.
Oh, I was so disappointed when it got off for me, because I knew it was big.
Oh.
And right before it got off, I saw a flash in the water, and it was a big solid area. But that just the way it pulled the line off the reel. And I pulled the rod and it didn't move. It just pulled the line off. All right. Came back and she hit that second time. She hit the wrong lure, but...
I think she hit the right lure.
No. Wrong lure.
Oh, you mean the wrong line, yeah. The wrong line.
I had the black belly silver top pig.
But she was off that point, though. She was off to the side. She was off to the side of the island.
Moved over a little.
Yeah.
Unless there could be a couple stacked up.
There might be more than one in there.
Hell, who knows?
There might be more than one in there.
Oh, is it cold?
Oh, it is bitter.
We're in the water, hands are cold.
It snowed every day. It's just a little bit of
she started spinning. And then between the hooks, I didn't think we could get her out.
When I saw her, she was too big for the net. We're going to lose her right now. Why do you think I said, get the camera, because I knew we were going to lose her, and then what do we have? An empty net with a loop.
Off the hook or broke the line out one leg. That was probably her right there.
Oh.
Same fish, same size.
Oh, Jesus. This was a good muskie trip. This was a good muskie trip. All things considered, this was a great muskie trip.
You know, you should let me hold and take a picture. It was half my fish.
Yeah,
I woke her up.
Okay, the muskie trip. First day. Got up here last night around 9. And today was a work day. Got a lot of my work done. Got the boat in the water.
The next season, I was determined to make the effort to concentrate on muskie hunting and crack that 40-inch length mark. After chasing muskies all spring and summer on my home waters without being able to catch a 40-incher, my effort finally paid dividends during a solo effort fall muskie hunt in 2001.
Here we go. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him or not. Got him on a bucktail. There he is. First, I think he's legal. Nice fat one. I'm going to get this set up and then we're going to work on him, get him out. Okay. I hope this turns out. Get this guy out. first day. This morning, about 10 to 11, we saw one in the bay on the opposite end of the cabin, sunning himself. About 10 to 12 that was. And we got a front coming in now. And I thought, I'm going to go back to the bay by the launch because we've raised some muskie in here in the past. And the big fish spots that Craig caught his on, and I've had those follows in that bay. I've been there as the fronts were coming in and hadn't seen a fish. So I figured I saw a fish in here, although they were small ones. But this guy's far from played out. Nice size. Nice and hefty. He got some sharp teeth. Okay, lure's out. Let's clean this up before we get him out. Gear cleaned up and out of the way. Yes, indeed. My first decent-sized muskie. Whew. Let's measure him. Oh, this guy's lethal. Big time. 40. Oh. 40 inches. Nice little heavy sucker, too. Whew. Unbelievable. Boy, I hope this turns out. Oh, sweet. All right, let's get him released. Now, I gotta release him on this side. I got hooks in that on this side. I ain't thinking. There we go. Whew. Ripped you up pretty good in the mouth. Oh, was that sweet? 40 inches. Oh. I'm in the bay by the launch, and that one corner where the wood was down, there's some logs in there. Throwing that white bucktail, that Cisco style bucktail that I just bought. And he nailed this thing. Huh. First legal. Oh, I hope the video turns out, as I didn't get any still shots of him. He was too big. I didn't want to take the chance of losing him. So we'll have to see if the video turned out when I get back to the cabin. I sure hope it did. Whew. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. Oh, there it is. Tuesday morning, 7:30. Day 3 of the muskie hunt. Clouds are burning off. We're supposed to have a front coming through later today. Does that look beautiful? Possible rain tonight. Temperature is going to drop into the 50s during the day tomorrow and stay that way, maybe 48 on Friday. So I'm sure the water is going to really cool off. read yesterday in Musky Hunter about a different method of trying to fish it, about ripping countdowns. I'm going to throw the Booker depth rater, count it down till it hits the, or the line goes slack really, and it hits the top of that hump or reef or whatever you want to call it. And then what you do is you rip it, let it sink back down, rip it, let it sink back down. So I'm going to try that out there, see what happens. So that's the plan for this morning. Hopefully we'll see some fish on tape. That's it for now. I'm by the reef, off this point, and I got a deep diver on, big lip crankbait. And what do I nail? I'm bouncing rocks. I didn't even feel this guy on. I was hitting rock. Big old largemouth bass sitting in the rocks nails my musky lure. Well, at least we had some action so far this morning. I think I'll leave this run and get the camera set up, and then I'll get him off. I gotta stop the camera for a second, get it set up. Guess what? I stopped the camera. He shook himself off.
It was really neat that I was able to achieve results from the tactic I had just read about in Musky Hunter magazine about ripping countdowns, although it wasn't quite the result I was hoping for. This day started out with a sunny, cloudless sky, with the temps only in the upper 30s. The lake's water temp was warmer than the air temp, creating an eerie fog on the water and making navigation on the water dangerous. As you can see from this photo, you can't even see my boat, let alone my dock that it's tied up to. But an hour or two later, as you can see in this picture from my shoreline, you could actually start to see across the bay and into the lake. By the time everybody got their musky gear together and loaded on the boat, the weather that had cleared had changed, with dark clouds rolling in and the sun was disappearing. Temps that had made the mid-40s were now starting to drop again. And by the time we were set up and actually casting musky baits on the water, it was cold, gray, cloudy, and there was a chop on the water. Perfect musky weather had arrived. With weather conditions turning in our favor, I wanted to increase our odds of making contact with active feeding muskies. Now, my home lake has a Cisco population. It's a primary forage fish for the muskies. And I know that once water temps reach the low 40s, the Ciscos will spawn on rocky bottom areas in shallow water. But prior to that magic temp, the Cisco will start to migrate from their deep water summer haunts to staging areas in slightly deeper water that's near those shallow rocky bottoms. And the muskies will follow the Ciscos to this mid-range depth staging area, and they're going to hang around the steeper drop areas looking for easy meals. Now, taking into account my research education on the Ciscos and the muskies' habits, along with the wind direction and the weather conditions, it led me to a location on the lake where all these factors would come together to form the perfect ambush location for all of us muskie hunters. Now, what's so special about this particular area? Well, note the steep drop off the point going from 5 feet to 30 feet in a short distance. Now, at the 15 to 20 foot area is a rocky ledge spawning area for Cisco. Plus, just to the right on this map is a wide area ledge at the 15 to 20 foot level, a perfect staging area for the Cisco that are moving up from the 50 to 55 foot pocket of deeper water where they spent their summer. And last, but most importantly, the probable location of active feeding muskie looking for an easy meal. Now, this is a memorable moment for me, as it was the first time I used my limited early muskie knowledge and deductive reasoning to call my shot and put us on the muskies. Take a look at my results.
Or just put your ass to
There. Oh yeah.
You got the 42 inch in there?
42. No, 42 and a half maybe.
Did you say last year was 42?
No, they're
All right, let's
underneath.
see what we're into.
Watch out for that eye, it's in the net. Ooh, he's bad angle.
It's a little red.
I just got one hook in him, right on the mouth. Actually, it's looking pretty good.
Look at that eye's all bulgy.
It's underneath.
Huh?
Underneath his jaw.
What the?
Pores.
Oh, the holes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call pores, aren't they?
Yeah. You see them?
Yeah.
All I see is
So
Leon's
Mike doesn't know how to
ass.
pick them up. Mike just gets like,
Hey, he's slimy.
Okay, here we go.
get the good
You got to get my camera too. You
I got it out. I don't have it on though.
Look at his eye.
It's okay now. It's
Should
okay.
take that
Yeah.
out.
Is he a healthy fish? Look at him. Is he fat? Look at the girth.
Look at that red in it. Look at that red in it.
Nice fish.
Rob, get my camera
Let's
out.
get the camera. He's out of the water.
You okay?
Oh, he's fine.
Okay.
Try
Yeah.
to get his good eye.
All right.
It's okay if you kick it up.
I'm just gonna work him till he's ready to go. 38 inches. 15 feet of water. I can feel he's starting to get a little power. in his
8:50
tail.
a.m.
Is that considered legal muskie?
That's illegal, yeah.
Is it?
36 is legal.
Is it? Okay.
Let's get some more.
He's getting ready to go. I can feel his tail. I want to make sure he's okay. There, yeah,
You okay?
you're coming too. You're coming too, buddy. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, we got a fish too down there. 20.
He's gonna come up and eat this one.
God, I can't believe how fat they are. Look at the girth on them. Come on, buddy. Look at gill
It's on
plates
video,
going.
by the way.
Yeah, it's cherished forever.
Didn't say nothing else.
Microphone on his thing?
Yeah,
Say anything.
you'll be able to hear everything.
Yeah, I had him out of the water a long time.
It's because you wanted all the freaking vertical pictures.
Come on, buddy. I can feel your tail a little bit.
Dude, that eye looks freaky.
I know. You'll let me know when he's ready. His tail will kick. He's getting there.
Both his eyes are a little bulgy. Well, that other one is.
See, he's getting there. I know, buddy.
Kind of yanking on you a little bit?
A little bit. He's kicking his tail to swim away, but I don't want to let him go till he's. I can feel enough strength in his tail.
Alright, I'm putting a bucktail back on.
I'm done with the spoon.
Yeah, everybody's going to bucktails.
Now, I want to thank you for joining me on a flashback muskie memory trip. But before we end this, hey, I've got one more special memory of mine that happened on the late afternoon of the last day of the 2003 fall muskie hunt. Now, I was working a narrow point coming out of a small, deep bay. And off that point, there was a near vertical drop to 30 feet. Now you can see that point in the background of this video as I'm casting. Now unfortunately, being early in my outdoor videotaping of my solo muskie hunts, I had let my battery run out and didn't realize the camera was shut off. So I didn't get the musky strike or very brief struggle on tape. But I did end up with a once-in-a-lifetime memory, and yes, a memento that I still have to this day of the one that got away. Hey, check this out.
There it is. The famous musky tooth. So, must have just had him hooked. And you can see right underneath the tooth, right in the gum. He took a little bit of his gum when he shook off, but he left the tooth right on the hook. So, like I said, kind of a neat reminder of the one that got away.
Now, over the years, I've stored this memento in a safe place, making sure that the musky tooth stays on that hook. And I took close-up photos from various angles. Now that piqued my curiosity to learn more about the mighty muskie, and I did a little research on musky teeth. Muskies are ideal for holding and killing their prey. Their dentary teeth on the lower jaw, as pictured here, pierce the prey, while the large canine-style teeth on the front roof of the muskie's mouth securely hold bigger prey in place. A closer look at the tooth of a muskie shows the razor-sharp edges on each tooth as compared to the nearly round walleye tooth of the pictured insert. The muskie's tooth will pierce and cut their chosen meal, whatever it may be, from fish to bird to small mammal, whatever unfortunate form comes in front of a hungry feeding muskie. Now this also explains how muskies can destroy your baits and your tackle at times. Hi, I hope you enjoyed this muskie memory flashback episode, and heck, maybe even learned a little bit about the mighty muskie and his tendencies and habits. Now, be sure to join us on our next video as we return to the woods, joining some of the RO360 crew on their fall bull and gun deer seasons in central Wisconsin and up at the Vantagie camp along the Brule River bordering Michigan. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Feel free to comment below, or if you don't want to comment in the public eye, we can also be reached at rapantoutdoors360@gmail.com. Now, if you know somebody you think might enjoy this video series, please feel free to go ahead and share this video or this link with your friend. And as always, whether you fish or hunt, remember, practice CCR. Catch, conserve, replenish. Make sure that that resource is available for future generations. See you next time, guys.
is. First muskie on a pig. Let's feed him. Let's get a fat one too. Yes, indeed. First decent-sized muskie. Whew, 40 inches. Nice little heavy sucker, too.